Technology could help police crack a Metro Detroit cold case.
Fox 2's Robin Murdoch working this story for us, Robin, and I was explaining this to you earlier. I love these stories because it's so important to bring light to these cold cases.
It is, and you know, and just sometimes just a little bit of information can
That's
mean,
all you need.
Yeah, is a huge break in this case, and it could mean answers after so many years, like in this situation. You know, some cold cases are solved very quickly. Others, they can take weeks, they can take months to solve and to make an arrest. And this morning, we are going to take a look at a decades-old cold case out of Sumter Township in which new technology could help solve this murder from 42 years ago.
I like putting together puzzles, and these are some of the greatest puzzles.
Detective Sergeant Les Rushford's passion for solving all things made him a perfect fit for the Michigan State Police's new cold case unit. Now 11 years into his law enforcement career, he's giving old crimes new attention, hoping to finally make an arrest, finally bring closure.
This case hasn't been touched since 1987 for whatever reason, but now we're able to form this team and bring some of these back and put fresh eyes and, you know, bring life to these cases.
It's been more than 40 years since Bertha Warren left her Romulus home, never to be seen alive again. The 47-year-old was reported missing on August 16th of 1981 by her daughter. Nearly a week later, her lifeless body found dumped in the woods of Sumter Township by a couple of guys out target shooting sparrows.
One of them, and this is because they didn't have any cell phones, one of them started walking down the road to walk to a nearby house to use the phone to call the police. And the other one just stayed at the road.
The men eventually directed detectives to the area of Martinville Road and Arcona where these crime scene photos were taken. Investigators believe Warren was murdered somewhere else than brought here, so her body would not be discovered.
It's hard to see, but there is a blue sweater there, and that is real close to where she was found.
They probably didn't even realize what they were collecting would be DNA. You know, they were probably thinking, maybe I see a blood stain on, you know, a hand or something, I'm going to swab that to test the blood, you know, to try to identify the blood typing or something like that, but not knowing that maybe in the future we could then do DNA testing and try to identify whose blood that might be.
It is Kate Maggart's job, along with the others working out of one of the Michigan State Police's 8 labs statewide, to carefully analyze evidence collected from crime scenes a few hours ago, a few days ago, or even decades ago, like in Warren's case. There could be DNA left behind. Even the smallest amount can lead to an arrest one day.
DNA processing and forensic DNA, it changes almost annually. There's always a new and better way to do something. So it's very common that every 4 or 5 years, detectives will come to us with cold cases that they've been working on and want to sit down with either a supervisor or a scientist to go over their case to see, with this new technology, is there something that we can do?
The staff at the MSP laboratory Northville focus specifically on DNA testing and can easily process up to 6,000 samples a year, each sample representing a victim, a suspect, a piece of evidence in which a genetic footprint can potentially be found. That important work resulting in long-awaited answers.
You get to see some of the details of, you know, what happened in some of these cases, and it's absolutely horrific, some of these cases. So just to be able to provide some kind of information that, you know, assists in that case, you know, is rewarding.
Investigators now revisiting the murder of Bertha Warren from August of 1981 hope time and technology will prove pivotal in this, whether it's evidence taken then but tested now, or perhaps someone out there who is ready to break their silence. This mystery can be solved, and more importantly, deserves to be.
And sometimes for us, it's the smallest thing that we just don't have that last piece. You imagine a huge puzzle, right? You have 1,000 pieces, and to get it to a prosecutor, we just need that one last piece.
Now, this investigation, it does have a number of missing pieces. There was never a photo of Warren included in the case file, and police, as well as myself, we have not been able to track down her family as of late. Warren, she was last seen walking down a road near Merriman and Beverly in Romulus, carrying an umbrella. Now, police say if someone might have seen her get into her car, or if they knew she went somewhere else, that could be crucial information to get to the bottom of this. Answers after 42 years, Erica and Josh.
And Robin, you just laid out important information that someone who was maybe around 42 years ago may trigger a memory.
Yeah, or even, you know, somebody who knew exactly what happened at the time, did not feel right, did not feel comfortable about breaking their silence, and perhaps now after 4 decades, they just want to get it off of their chest, and that's exactly the type of information that police want and they need.
Yeah, we really hope that we can crack this case. That was a great story. Robin, thank you so much. We'll see you right after the break.